How before the blow up did you knew you was coming into this lifestyle? See, that's the tricky thing about this shit. Like, me starting content wasn't a lifestyle that I was like committed to. It wasn't like this, like, I know I'm gonna do this, I know I'm gonna get big, I know I'm gonna get famous. The story of me starting content actually was, I was in a very low place when I started. I had just got out of high school, I was in college, I had a full ride, and I had quit because, to keep a very long story short, I did like everything I could in high school. I was in AP classes, honors classes, I was class president, bro. I did everything, bro. Like, the whole high school experience I fucking took and had. But I was even prom king. I'm telling you, I did everything I could in high school to have like a better college kind of career. King Black, thank you for the sub, I appreciate it. I get to college, I go there for free, and I gotta take some prerequisites. And one of the prerequisites was history. I was a big history buff in high school, and that's where I took my AP classes in and passed and got the college credit. But my school was like, oh, we're not going to honor those. You still got to take them. So I was like, all right, fuck it. So we're doing this fucking project on Julius Caesar. We got to write this convoluted ass essay. And I was like, all right, bet I'll just fucking use some of my older work and do that. And then I sat there and I was like, bro, but why did I do all that work at high school if this shit's not going to even count? Like, what the fuck? So I quit. And I quit. My mom kicked me out. I mean, rightfully so. I'm not mad at it. You know, she was a refugee, and I'm first generation American. She left her fucking war-torn country to give me a better life, and I fucking spit in her face and fucking left college. I didn't spit in her face for real, but like to her, that was a spit in the face. So she kicked me out. I took it to the chin. Slept on my homie's couch for like a year. And throughout the whole time, man, Musically had just became TikTok. And it was when Musically had died. So the only people that were left on Musically were like cringe. It was a whole bunch of cringe, like furries and shit like that. But me, I like cringe. So I would watch TikTok cringe compilations back in like 2019. And then I just got tired of like watching it on like YouTube, so I was like, fuck it. I'll just download TikTok. And then I did. And then I was like, bro, like, I remember my first skit. It was about Zuko, and it was about what the fuck is his name? Endeavor's son. I don't know why I'm forgetting his name. Half white, half red. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Icy Hot. It was a joke about their scars. I don't remember the punchline or anything like that. And that shit got like fucking 50 views. And then my second video I ever did was Todoroki. Yeah, I don't know why I forgot his name. My second skit was about Kakashi, and it was to that sound. It's an old sound. It was the I think I'm about to steal. And I heard that sound and I was like, oh, Kakashi. And so I made the joke. And that shit got like 250,000 views. And I was like, oh shit, like, this is the most shit I've ever done in my life. Like, this is crazy. And it just made me happy that I was making a joke and people were laughing at it. So I just kept doing that. And keep in mind, this is 2019, so there's not like, I mean, there's influencers, but there's nothing crazy. Like, there was no Kai Cenats or, you know, I mean, there was RDC, but they were YouTubers. So like, and I didn't equate, you know, TikTok to YouTube at all. And I still don't. And so, man, like, I was just such in this low position, bro. I was sleeping on my homie's couch. I was barely making any money. But, like, I just kept making funny videos because I thought that they were funny. And then it made me feel good. And then I did that shit for, like, 2 years. I just kept doing it. And I like, what I didn't realize was that, like, making videos is a skill. Like, it's not a talent. It's not an ability you're born with. Like, some people are born with the ability to sing. It's not that way with videos. All of your favorite creators, their first 200 videos fucking suck. They're bad because no one knows how to make videos. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I did it for so long, I got good at the skill. It's like everybody's always like, oh, you don't miss. Yeah, I don't miss because I got all my misses out the way. Because I missed a lot on the, you know? And so it had been like 2 years, and I got on the TikTok creator program, and I was making some bread. I was making like $1,000, $2,000 a month. And I was like, you know what, man? Like, if I can keep working on this, I can make some more money. Because I was way more money driven than I was famous driven. Like, I was like, all right, I gotta make some bread. And so I kept doing it. Like, the changing point was it took me. This is why I love talking about this, because everybody always be like, yo, Tony, I've been making content for 2 years now, and I'm at this level, I'm at this many followers, like, what's the haps? What do I need to do? And so I'll be like, okay, well, how many followers do you have after 2 years? And they'd be like, I have 250,000. Bro, do y'all realize, like, It took me 2 years to gain 50,000 followers on TikTok. 2 years. I know people who have gained 1 million followers in like 2 months. And it took me 2 years to gain 50K. I had gained 50K, and I was like, you know what, bro? I really want to get out of this fucking financial hole I'm in. TikTok is doing this creator fun. I'm making some money off of it. And then I saw this Gary V video. I know. Shout out to Gary V. And he said, algorithmically, only 1/3 of your followers are really gonna see your posts. And I'm not a Gary V watcher. That was actually one of the first videos I've seen of Gary V. And he said, so don't be scared to post a lot, because only 1/3 of your followers are gonna watch it anyway. And he said that, and I was like, you know what? God damn it, Gary V. Let's see. And so for 2 years, I was just posting, just like throwing shit at the wall. I started posting 3 times a day, every day without fail, for about a year. And I speed ran getting good at making videos because I was posting so much. And then the added, like, just as many videos as I was pulling out, because I was swinging more, I was able to hit more, you know? If I swung 100 times and I hit 20, that's better than swinging 10 times and hitting once. So I did that for a while, got to a million followers, and then I was like, all right. I knew I was gonna hit 1 million followers when I hit like 300K, because I hit 250,000, and I was like, okay, well, 250,000 is 1/4 of a million, and I've hit it once, so I know I can hit it again. All I gotta do is hit it again 3 more times, 4, and then I'll have 1 million. And I did that. Once I hit 1 million, I was like, all right, this can be a real thing now. This could be a thing that can fucking change the game. And then I just fully leaned into it. And that's how it was. It was never like a I want to be famous thing. I don't even consider myself famous now. I think I'm known. I think I'm popular on the internet. But like famous, like that's a crazy word to me. I don't even like the word fans. I'm not Michael Jackson, man. I got people that follow me that like my content. So that's the difference. I feel like the people who got something to make, and it could be anything, bro. You can make gardening content, food content, jokes, anime content, fucking technology content, bro. It don't matter what you make, because the beautiful thing about the internet is it's gonna put you right in front of people who want to watch your content. Like if you make fucking videos about camera lenses, I guarantee you the person who wants to see that will see it eventually. And so I started making my jokes, man, and like they went off after like 4 years, and then now I'm here. And then now I'm starting to branch from like other shit. Like I'm not just doing TikTok. Like at first it was just TikTok. I had just had TikTok. Then I switched to Instagram, then Facebook, and now I'm trying to get on YouTube and Twitch, obviously. If you guys are on TikTok, man, leave the TikTok, hop into the Twitch. But yeah, that was kind of the start of it all, man. Cause I was just in a super low place and I wanted to make myself laugh. Like I just wanted not to be sad all the time. And that was kind of the start of the videos, man. And then I realized like it was my passion. And then I was like, oh, I really like this shit. And then that changed everything, because I realized that I had this one thought like my whole life, and it was about being like a business owner. I mean, I'm first generation, you know, so like that's kind of always the goal, is like go to college and then own a business, be a doctor, whatever. And so I always thought that was the route I was gonna take. And then I realized that that wasn't really my route. It's just a route that my mom wanted me to take, which is not bad. I mean, moms want the best for you, you know? And so I became a life insurance agent at like 19. I got into sales when I quit school. And bro, I made good bread for a 19-year-old, man. First year I made 60 racks. At the end of the year, I looked at my tax return. It said 60,000 on it. And I'm like, bro, I make double what my teachers make. I made more than what my mom made at 19. And I was not any bit as happy as I was for anything else. But the thing I always just kind of honed back in on was video. And so then I had this talk with myself. I was like, bro, you keep coming back to this thing because this is what you want to do. And I was like, oh, is that why? And then I was like, yeah. And then I fucking leaned into it. Just kept doing it. And so now we're here. But yeah, so for anybody that wants to do content, god damn it, it's already starting. For anybody that wants to do content, if you're doing this shit to get famous, like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I know some of the biggest content creators that y'all know. Like, I know them. I talk to them. I have their numbers. I know celebrities. And something that I've found is the ones that are doing this shit every day because they love it. whether it be jokes or skits or food or basketball or football or whatever. If the ones that do this shit for the love of it, like, they're happy. And then you'll see ones that have all the money, all the fame, all the fucking glory. I'm talking, they got everything you would ever want, they have. And they're not happy because they did this shit for the bread, or they did this shit for followers. They did this shit just to get their name known. But the thing is like, if you do this shit for followers, bro, that number just never ends. Like, you're putting your faith into something that never ends. So it's like, okay, once you hit 1 million followers, like, my hitting 100K meant more than hitting 1 mil. Because by the time I hit fucking 700K, I was like, oh, I'm gonna hit 1 mil if I just keep going. You know? So it, like, not to say that the moment wasn't special by any means, but it was just like, yeah, it makes sense that I hit 1 mil. I fucking hit, because like, I hit 100K 10 times. So yeah, that's why anybody that's like, oh man, like, I want all the fame and I want this and I want that. It's like, bro, that shit gets old so quick. Not even on the, like, don't take pictures, like, nothing like that. It just gets old. Like, there's this, like, beautiful irony of the more followers you have, the more alone you start to feel. If you're not a dickhead. If you're not a fucking, like, if you have some sense. What do you look forward to in this life? Being a better person. Like, being with my people. My family, my girl, shit like that. Just making people laugh. That's what I want at the end of the day. Whoever, like, whether 10 million people laugh or 10 people laugh, that's what the fuck, you know, I'm trying to do. I just thought I wanted to be famous. Turns out I'm just fixing old people's computers. LOL. Hey, bro, as long as you're happy, bro. I'm 23, man, and I've lived a lot of life, like, already. Too much, almost. I faced some losses. I faced a lot of gains, and I would say, bro, like, it all kind of just blends in together. You know, it really doesn't matter. Like, this make me sound like a dickhead, but, like, people talk about me meeting Shaq all the time, to the point where it's like, for me personally, bro, something that was more special to me is, like, taking care of, like, my people. So it's like, everybody will always be like, yo, I was meeting Shaq. Don't get me wrong, it was crazy meeting Shaq. But in the grand scheme of things, because I don't do this to meet Shaqs, I do this for, like the positives I could have on my life. None of the shit that kind of happens really ever matters to me. You know, not even, somebody said that shit regularly. Not even on no vibes like that. Like, not even on shit like that. I just mean, like, was it awesome to meet Shaq? Absolutely. And then I left. Then me and Shaq parted ways, and then that was it. I was like, okay, well, now I still got to keep going with my life. And so it's shit like that. Like, I've met celebrities, and it was cool. But, like, something that makes me, like, a lot more happy is, like, I could put my brother on to making content, and then he's financially secure, or my dogs, or like, my girl don't worry about nothing, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody in my life needs something, like, it's done. It's done.